Hello, all. Welcome to our class. Our theme for our class is quiet. My name is Tammy. Thank you for joining me. Quiet, coming back to our mat for our first pose. Easy pose. And then taking your right foot in towards the groin and then left foot into the right leg. Quiet. We can think about quieting our mind, having a quiet space to be in, quieting our mind, quieting our body, quieting the area around us. This will help us to improve our mood, to help us feel relaxed, to help us have a better sleep, and to improve our focus. With quieting your mind, we turn into ourselves, turning inward, turning your attention to your breath. The Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Let your shoulders soften, let your head soften. Turning your palms up towards the sky. You can have a mudra, which would be thumb towards your middle finger. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly making your way out of this pose. Opening up your eyes, taking your hands down to the side and taking your legs in front. Taking your feet wider than the hips, windshield wiper, knees to side to side. Then to our other side, doing the same thing. So then this time it's left foot into the groin and the right foot in front. Checking this side to see if it's maybe a little bit different than the other, a different feeling. We are opening up through the hips. You may turn your palms up towards the sky again. You may have a mudra. You can have your thumb touching your middle finger or your index finger. Our shoulders softening. Letting yourself enjoy the quiet. With your eyes closed, turn inward. We focus on your breath. Exhale breath, letting your body soften. I will call you back in about a minute and a half, enjoying this time for yourself. Slowly coming back. Opening up your eyes. Taking your hands down each side of the body. Our legs come forward, knees are bent, feet wider again than the hips, and windshield wiper, knees side to side. And slowly releasing. For our next pose, we turn our bodies and our head faces towards the front of our mat. And coming into deer pose. This time our right leg will come forward, left leg will come back. Take your arms forward and then come around with your body. But before we do that, make your way back up. You may be upright here and adding a pelvic tilt, and you may hold here. Or you can add a little twist. Or what I was doing before, coming all the way around and then lying down so that the front of your body is nice and open. Stretching through the front of our left side of our thigh into the hip flexors. and breathe. Inhale, opening up through the body. Inhale into any areas of tension. The exhale breath, letting your body soften. And now quiet. If you're lying down on the ground, coming up in the opposite way that you came down, slowly making your way back up and the top to the other side. Now again, you could be upright here. Our right leg goes in front, left leg comes behind. We can add pelvic tilt and hold. You may add a twist. You could fold forward too, to the side, or come all the way around. Open up your body. Again, we breathe into the front of our leg where you feel that tension into the hip flexors. Maybe it could be into the spine or hip. Slowly coming out of deer. If you're lying down, get down. Again, you would come up the opposite way as you came down. Oh, made it up. Taking our legs in front. Give them a little shake, shake, shake. Coming over to the right side of the body, so bend through the knees and roll over to the right side of the body, coming down onto your back. Taking your knees in towards the chest for cradle, right knee, left knee, and hold. With an inhale breath, open up. Exhale breath, release, your body softens. With a quiet space, you can still hear sounds around you. It's quiet. In the background. Our breath helps to quiet our mind, quiet our body. Helping us to come into stillness. Slowly coming out of cradle. Take our right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground, and hold. Bringing the right knee back in towards the chest, left knee back into the chest, crossing the right leg up and over top of the left leg. The goal is to have your right knee on top of the left knee. That's the goal, just finding what's going to work for you. This is a version of shoelace, which in other types of yoga is called eagle. So you can hold here, you can take your hands on top of your legs. Finding where that you can maybe hold your legs, so bringing them into the chest. You may hold onto your ankles, if that works. Drawing the legs in. With the inhale breath, let your body release into the ground here. So continuing to hold the pose. With that exhale breath, you just let your body soften. Really let your body soften, not just. Coming out of shoelace. We uncross our legs and open up our legs into a V. And hold. Now take our left leg, crossing it over top of the right leg. And we bend through the knees. Now again, you can hold right here where your knees are. Hold on to one of the legs. And if crossing your legs, it may not work so that you're not getting them as close. It's also that you could be doing figure four just like this. And I'm sorry, I should have told you for the last pose. You can just hold like this too. Give that option next time we do this. But doing shoelace on our back too. You may find this a little bit more comfortable than when we're upright. Use your breath to help guide you to release. Coming out of shoelace or figure four, we open up our legs into a V and hold onto the outside of the legs with your hands. Bringing your legs back towards the center. Take your right foot, then the left foot down to the ground. Into Banana Asana, our banana shape. Extend both of your legs. This is straight. We walk our feet over to the left corner of our mat. Upper body, walking it over to the left corner of our mat. Here we open up all along the right side of our body. Arms, they may come up a little bit higher. You can take your arms in line with the shoulders. You can have your elbows bent. Your arms can come above the head, holding onto your hands or opposite elbows. You may also cross your right ankle over top of the left ankle. Now, breath. We inhale to all those areas of tightness again, keeping our waist long in our banana shape. And exhale, let your body settle and let go. Make our way out of banana pose, crossing our ankles, releasing our arms, taking your upper body back towards the center of your mat, and the legs back to the center. Into the other side, we walk our legs over to the right corner of our mat, upper body to the right corner of our mat. Keeping our left hip down, so if it rises. If it does, then just coming out of the banana shape a little bit. Arms, they can come up to shoulder height or overhead, holding onto your hands or the elbows. Press your left ankle over top the right ankle. We close our eyes. We inhale, open up through our right side of our body. Left side of our body. Exhale, release. Continue to have a long waist on both sides. Coming out of banana pose. Sadly, usually it's one of our favorites, but releasing our arms, uncrossing your ankles, taking your upper body, lower body back to the center. Bending through the right knee and bending through our left knee. A little shift here, and then take the right knee, left knee in towards the chest. Again, back into cradle, hold for a moment. Let your legs just come down, just let them hang here. My hands are underneath of my legs here. Just a nice little compression into my hands. Coming out of our pose and moving into the next pose. We take our legs up and over to the left side. So bring your legs up and over, left side, into a reclined twist here. I'll just scooch my body over a little bit more so you can fully see me. Our arms come in line with the shoulders. You may turn your palms up towards the sky. You can have your arms straight or bend at the elbows. Turn your head the opposite way of your legs. This twist, we stretching through our spine. Opening up to the right side of your chest, your shoulder. Bring your attention to your breath. When you exhale, take notice of the different parts of your body releasing, softening, quieting. Turning your head back towards the center. Taking your legs back to the center. Knees coming into the chest and hold for a moment. And then coming into the other side. Bring your legs up and over to the right side. Here the twist is into the spine again, but opening up through the upper part of our body into our shoulder and our chest. Arms may come in line with the shoulders. You may have a bend through the elbows. You may turn your head opposite side of your legs. Now quieting our body. A lot of times we think of quieting our mind, but quieting our body. You may notice different parts of your body talking to you with little aches and pains and areas of tension. So helping to quiet those areas, to release them. Use your breath, inhaling to those areas, exhaling to help to quiet, to release, let go. Coming out of the twist, we turn our head back to the center. Take our legs back to the center. And knees coming in towards the chest for cradle, we hold. Our next pose, stirrup or happy baby. Turn the knees out to the armpits. Now here you may hold, just having your knees out to the armpits. You can have your hands underneath the knee pits too. Or hold onto ankles, outside of the feet, or big toes. And open up through your pelvis. You may do a little rock side to side first, because it's always fun to do. In this pose, happy baby, and then we hold. Now here your body might talk to you with this big opening through the inner thighs into your groin. We breathe. Breathe into those areas. Exhale, release. Our stirrup pose is coming to an end by slowly releasing your hands, slowly taking your legs into the chest and hold. We let our pelvis soften into the ground. Use your exhale breath to let go. Let your pelvis open. We now take our left foot down to the ground and cross our right ankle over top of the left knee. So if shoelace wasn't one of your favorite poses and you did this pose figure 4, do it again and we'll do it all together. So we're gonna pick up you can keep your left foot down to the ground too, or threading the needle, taking your hands around the left leg and hold. And you can let your left foot just hang. This pose is opening up through the right side of our hip. We have done lots of opening up through our pelvis, our class. And we breathe. We out of figure 4, threading the needle, taking your left foot down to the ground and crossing right ankle, and then crossing your left ankle over top of the right knee. You may hold your right foot down to the ground or threading the needle by wrapping your hands around the right leg. Taking your foot off the floor, drawing legs in towards the body. Now letting your foot hang down to the ground, right foot hang down to the ground. Notice how your left side of your hip is doing. Slowly coming out of figure 4, you take your right foot down to the ground and cross your left ankle. You may hold here for a moment with your feet flat down to the ground, knees up towards the sky. Or you can take your feet wider than the hips and windshield wiper knees side to side. Nice little massage through our pelvis here. Making our way into our final pose, Shavasana. Shavasana, you may have a pillow underneath of your knees if you want to have your legs extended on the floor, and then place a pillow underneath the knees, or it could be a blanket. You can use, you don't have to use anything. You can have legs just down, flat down to the floor. You can have your legs resting against a wall. Up a wall. You can come into a comfortable seated pose, sitting on your mat or chair. Letting yourself be nice and warm. So if you need to have a blanket on yourself right now, any pillows around you to keep yourself nice and cozy and warm, please do. We close our eyes, letting yourself find stillness. Palms turned up towards the sky. Feeling open. Our body softens. We'll be here for a few minutes. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly coming back. Noticing the surface you're lying on. Notice your breath. Is your breath an even breath? Inhaling, exhaling. A natural breath. Wiggling your toes and fingers. If you're lying down on the ground, you may bend one knee, right knee, then the left knee. Rolling over to your right side in fetal by taking your right arm overhead. And then rolling over to your right side. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. You can have your hips higher than the knees. And taking your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me, sharing your practice. Letting yourselves take this quiet with us as we move forward throughout our week. Namaste.